Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love and Marriage DC Reunion Part 3.
First of all, congratulations to all of you for making it through the whole season with us. Congratulations. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing, liking, commenting, all the above. Thank you, Blair, for reviewing, walking us through it slowly. You ready to do it one more time for us?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Winter is saying that you frauded her. He's telling her that you're mad because I told too much of the truth.
You're a fraud. No, I told the truth. Okay, let's go.
So we see clips from the ski trip.
Mm-hmm.
Joy says what her best friend would say, because Carlos is asking if Joy thinks Black cheated. Mm-hmm. She wants us to know that this is per her best friend. Mm-hmm. That Black cheated on her with Sherelle. Mm-hmm. Joy says it was at the tail end of the relationship, but they were still in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Joy says that to Sherelle that you defend as though you were present during the past, and Sherelle says that she was never a side chick and she was there. Carlos asks when you met Sherelle, you were getting to know her while you were in a relationship talking to Black. Mm-hmm. Black says no, he met her, he took her home, and it was a regular conversation. Mm-hmm. Red flag number 1.
Oh, okay.
Then they started communicating over text. He said he was complimenting her. And then she said, well, we were more so having conversations about business opportunities, me coming out for a career day, doing stuff for the school.
I guess his current girlfriend, who he was at the tail end of the relationship, didn't have a job or anything, right?
I guess.
Well, okay.
Carlos says that it is strange for a man to text a woman about anything when he's in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Black knew that he shouldn't have been doing that. Mm-hmm. Black says cheating is a big umbrella. Mm-hmm. And they weren't intimate or anything like that, but maybe he was having conversations he shouldn't have been having. Winter says that Black deserved the respect to speak his piece, and everyone on this cast deserves that respect because no one wants their character under attack.
Okay.
Carlos asks, so then are you going to apologize to Yusha? Winter says no.
Interesting. Not to the fraud guy.
Yusha wraps up the segment saying Winter is really good at reality TV. Mm-hmm. He cracks on her wigs and how she's got everything staged and ready to go. Mm-hmm. Carlos encourages Winter to take her time and not rush into things into her next relationship.
Yeah. Your thoughts, Blair?
My thoughts. Black, I feel like you told on yourself. I think now that we actually had the real conversation, we found out that you were having inappropriate conversations with Sherelle. Now, maybe Sherelle thinks that she's not a side chick because you weren't intimate and all this other type of stuff. But you yourself admitted that you were inappropriate while you were in a relationship having these conversations.
Your words.
So Joy was right, and maybe we can put all this to bed.
First of all, let's even here's the thing. Let's take the spotlight off of Joy. Because Joy is basically just being hey, this is my best friend. I'm telling you what I know for a fact. The thing that made me suspicious of Sherelle was how defiant she was. Right? If for something that you wasn't present for, as Joy would say, right? I would be skeptical because at the end of the day, you could be getting lied to as well, and you don't even know. So even Joy said that I understand that you want to defend your husband. I understand that you don't want that look on you and things of that nature. But this whole back and forth that you talking about, we talking about career day and stocks and bonds. I'm like, stop it, get the hell out of here. You get what I'm saying? Do not try to sell me on the whole we are just having a talk and there was no inappropriate conversations going on because we were just talking about stocks and bonds. It happens all the time. No, it don't. Stop that. Don't insult our intelligence. Don't insult our viewers' intelligence and things of that nature. I understand you made a post in real time about how you are not returning to the show. You ain't like how Carlos singled you out, basically putting that spotlight on you, basically being the side chick thing. Truth be told, Sherelle, you made this bigger than what it had to be. Sherelle and Black made it bigger. Y'all made this y'all storyline.
Yeah, honestly.
Y'all did not even have to do that, to be honest. Because Joy didn't want to talk to you.
And she really didn't want to fool with y'all. The only reason why she said it is because y'all kept saying, well, why don't you fool with us? Why don't you fool with us? Well, this is why.
Exactly. So.
And then you want to say it's not true. Well, that's why I don't fool with you. I don't know what you want me to say.
Exactly. So, so y'all made this y'all storyline. Y'all put this big umbrella over y'all that made you view this way. Winter, you're wrong. Everyone do not get this. everyone do not deserve the opportunity to speak their piece. Sherelle and Black wasn't main characters of the show. They were friends of the show. So at that alone, I think, Winter, you should slow down on believing what people say initially. As you're sitting next to a fraud, your words, and as we seen in season 1, you really have a problem, as Carlos said, rushing into things and rushing to defend somebody that you really don't know like that.
Yeah.
So as Sherelle and Black made their posts, mainly Sherelle, she ain't like the way Carlos was coming at her. Basically, like, we thought we could come on the show, and basically she said we go continue being the celebrities that we were before they came on the show. Continue on. Blessings to y'all. But in my opinion, y'all didn't add nothing to the show, so y'all being gone, it's not going to affect the show at all.
Right.
In my opinion. Go live somewhere else.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like I didn't know about all the online stuff, but if anybody should be upset with anybody, Sherelle should be upset with Black, because he sat right there and basically admitted to the inappropriateness that Joy was saying.
It was his words.
So if anything, her husband admitted that, maybe she's not a side chick, but we wasn't really doing what we were supposed to.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that was the truth. So I don't know why she's mad at the truth.
And look, maybe you taking side chick literally in the sense of, like, we wasn't doing side chick things, but the truth of the matter is he was having inappropriate conversations with you while he had a girlfriend, period.
Right. And like Carlos said, you're saying this happens all the time. It doesn't mean it's right.
It doesn't make it right. So Godspeed to y'all. Blessings to y'all. Oh, I don't have my pink slips.
Oh.
Hand me my pink slips, please.
Okay.
I know. This is raw production. Hand me my pink slips. Thank you. Sherelle, Black, Godspeed to y'all. Get off my show. Okay. Let's keep going. Thank you.
We see clips of Carmen's interactions with the Petties and the other women from the season. Carmen is welcome to the set.
Hello, Carmen.
Silence.
Listen here, I clapped too, Carlos. Okay, he said no claps. Okay, I was like, clap for Carmen, man.
Yeah, Carlos asked if Carmen, Joy, and Clifton had a threesome. Just let's go ahead and address the throuple situation.
Come on, Carlos.
Joy and Clifton said no.
Of course not.
And then he asked Clifton if he's ever been intimate with Carmen. He says no. Carlos says, how did the friendship between the three of you fracture? Carmen says that Joy never had any issues about the relationship until Arena stepped in and started giving her opinions.
No accountability. That's red flag number 1 for me with Carmen.
Arena speaks up and says that Carmen's posts were inappropriate and you deleted the videos. So why did you delete the videos? Pretty much, if you didn't think they were inappropriate. Carmen said because she wanted to and she can.
Whoa, wait a minute. Carmen. You gotta be a little better at this reality TV thing. Like, it just can't be because I wanted to. And no, come on. But hold on, you still got more chances to prove yourself. Continue, Blair.
Irena says, "Don't blame me for the ending of your friendship," and she calls her raggedy and a non-mother effing factor.
Oh, okay, thank you, Irena, for your contribution to the reunions.
Irena tells Carmen to get a man. We've never seen him before, and Carmen is like, "You have seen him before." Irena calls him her rent-a-man.
Rent-a-man. Okay.
So, Arena was getting her licks off.
Listen here. Go ahead, Arena.
Carlos asked what happened outside of Arena.
Yeah, because I didn't want us to get stuck there.
Right.
I'm happy Arena got her lines off and things of that nature, but I was like, I don't really care for this back and forth with Arena and Carmen. I care more about the Carmen and Joy situations.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Carlos, for getting us back on track, sir.
Yes. Joy says, since you said what you said at the retirement party, that's when we haven't talked. And she says, why were you talking about me to them? Carmen says, so I'm supposed to be quiet?
Red flag number 2. Listen here, Carmen, it's very evident that you are an opportunist, and this is your opportunity to show why you should be hired, given a full-time contract on the show.
Yes.
Because you're not friends with Joy anymore. I don't know if you're friends with Clifton in real time, but you obviously...
No, they said they ended all contact.
Talk about Clifton too?
Yeah.
So this is after the reunion, after what we saw, right?
Yeah, these are like Carlos's videos and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. Facts. So they have no contact with Carmen at all today.
Yeah.
So you obviously found your new group, Winter and Ashley. Now, Winter says she's not coming back. So
Ashley says she's not coming back.
I'll talk to you about that because I tuned into their live last night.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
okay.
I did. So so you're an opportunist. So this is your opportunity to show why you should be on the show. Saying, well, what? Should I be quiet? We need to work on our clapbacks.
Yes.
Okay. Because right now I'm like you're failing the interview right now. You get what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Joy says PR it. You know how to answer a question without really answering a question. She says, you're talking to people that don't like me. They don't even like you. You're supposed to be my friend. And I would never and have never said anything negative about you.
And that's facts. Basically, PR, basically the thing you doing at the reunion, you should have did that on the show. The way how you giving answers but not giving answers, that's what you should have did in person. So that's why I'm like, I do not like... We have a lot of viewers who watch the show. We have a lot of subscribers for our small channel and things of that nature. I do not like when people insult our viewers' intelligence.
Yeah.
Right?
Because y'all are not dumb.
Joy, I hope, right? Joy is not asking hard questions. She is as simple as, why are you talking about me to them? And you know what I'm talking about. So do I supposed to be quiet? Yes. Or you can say, oh no, y'all not going to talk about my friend like that. Come on now. You have friends before. I have friends before. Y'all have friends before. So don't try to make it seem like Joy is crazy. This is the season to where we was trying to make Joy feel like she was seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, Joy is combative. Or Joy is this. Joy is wrong and all this stuff.
And none of that is true.
And that's why I'm like, why are y'all so focused on trying to isolate this person, making her feel like she's going crazy? But at the same time, when I confront you directly on why you talking bad about me to people who don't like me, you're like, do I supposed to be quiet? I'm like, okay, so I'm not crazy. Thank you. That's all I needed. You get what I'm saying?
And also Carmen's rebuttal to when Joy was saying, these people don't even like you. And she says, I don't care.
What? Red flag number 3. I forgot about that scene.
I think that's just part of the opportunistic thing. She doesn't care who likes her, who doesn't. She's trying to get her spot on the show.
Listen here, man.
At all costs.
I feel you. I feel you. Get a job, man. The job market is bad out here. So you out here trying to get a slot on the show, I get it. But I think the way you're going about it is wrong because at the end of the day, Ashley don't like you. At the end of the day, Winter don't like you. I think you need to... If they see you be snaked to somebody else, do you think like they gonna be like, we gonna really bring her in because she can snake us too?
Right.
Like everybody see you being an opportunist. So I think you misrepresented yourself, or you didn't represent yourself very well during this, at least this segment of the reunion.
Yeah, well, I think that she knows and she don't care.
Okay.
She don't care what we think. She don't care what the cast thinks.
That's fair.
She just trying to secure her spot. So,
I feel you.
Hey.
But I'm saying, I don't think it's secure.
No, I don't think it's secured either. I don't think Carlos was actually feeling Carmen, to be honest.
You don't think so? He clapped, though. He was the only one who clapped. Let's keep going.
Carmen says that everything she said was true. She says that she did have a conversation with Joy about the things that she said to the other women. Carmen told Joy that she's best friends with Clifton and friends with Joy out of respect for him. Joy and Clifton are both like, you have never said that to us. And I believe them because who would tell somebody
that's craziness.
That just so you know, I'm only friends with you out of respect to him. Who would say that? Yeah. So I don't even believe that.
Let's keep going.
Carlos says that it appears your friendship with Joy was predicated on her marriage to Clifton. Okay. If Clifton and Joy's marriage deteriorated, like, would you keep in touch with Joy? Or it seems like you wouldn't keep in touch with Joy. Is that true? Carmen says that if me and Joy were in a good place, she would still talk to her.
Okay, but you're the reason why we're not in a good place, so I don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
But I hear you. Continue.
Carlos says, you being best friends with someone that you used to date, isn't that complicated?
It is complicated.
Clifton says that he never wanted to be with Carmen. And honestly, in Ready to Love, like, Carmen was not really his second option. Like, there was this other lady, Dakia, who was his second option. Okay. When he saw Carmen, he was making fun of her contacts. Like, he wasn't feeling her.
Oh, so she should wear the contacts back then, too? Oh, okay.
Yeah. He thinks right now it's a miscommunication, and Joy and Carmen will work it out.
Now, that's where Clifton lost me there, right? Because what Carmen did with the women that she was basically gossiping with that would have to lead to a conversation me and her would have to have. Because if we are friends, if we're friends, or if we're best friends at that, and how you made my wife feel, I gotta at least talk to you about that.
And as a friend, shouldn't you be able to talk to your friend about whatever?
I'm just saying.
So why are you holding your tongue when it comes to Carmen? So if y'all really that close.
So Clifton kind of left me like, like, why are you hoping that they get back together? Or why are you isolating yourself, withdrawing yourself kind of? Because I feel like he was withdrawing himself from the situation and letting them be like, they're going to settle it amongst each other, I hope, and hopefully it's good. No, if you're the friend of one person and if you're the husband of the other person, it's your job to make sure that things stay where they are and that things are good. And if one friend is like, I'm only friends with Clifton, I'm not really banging with Joy, I'm like, whoa, what that's supposed to mean?
Yeah.
We invited you out on vacations. We've been hanging out with you and things of that nature. I thought we was like cool, like all of us. But like, you can't be out here isolating my wife out of like this friendship.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I thought that was kind of weird, but continue.
Carlos asks, could you see yourself being friends with Carmen? Asking Joy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joy pretty much turns the question to Carmen and saying, would you talk amongst the group to Clifton? Would you do the same thing to him?
She didn't.
And Carmen says that she should be able to answer people's questions, except not Joy's.
I'm like, Carmen.
You're refusing to answer the questions on this on this reunion.
Are you here with us, Carmen? Like, I'm watching this. It's almost as if she came out, and I was like, okay, Cape, and I'm like, this is going to be her time to show personality. Because remember, she's a friend of the show, so she's not going to get a lot of scenes. So I'm like, okay, the reunion is kind of where you make it earn a contract.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? But these answers that she's giving us, and I'm like, I don't think she's here with us. I think she's like, I think she knows that she's wrong.
Yes. And she's trying to finesse it in some type of way.
And it's just,
she knows at her core that she
is wrong.
She messed up the relationship.
Exactly. She knows she's wrong.
That's why she can't defend herself. So Joy would never do that to Carmen. She says, if you value him, that means you at least have some type of respect for me.
At least.
And why wouldn't you just call me and say what you said? And Carmen says, because I'm a face-to-face person.
Okay. Carmen, no. Just let me give it to her now. Right? Carmen.
She didn't even finish her segment yet.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Carmen. Don't come back on my show. Okay? Right? She said, I'm a face-to-face person. Right. Don't mind you, this reunion wasn't immediately after the season was done shooting and things like that. There was no time from the end of the show or from that moment that you could have went over and talked to her and things like that. So that's why I'm like, you're just trying to wiggle your way out of being wrong.
And out of apologizing.
Exactly. And if you was really sorry, apologize right now then.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I ain't see no apology on reunion from Carmen.
I think she did. She made like a little.
Listen here, I'm just talking about overall.
Yeah.
Like
I would say apologize for everything you did.
Exactly. Like I'm not talking about an apology of, I should have came to you and things like that. Like give a real apology.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Not the if I offended you type of apologies.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Continue.
Carmen said with the throuple comments that she felt that Joy was too quiet.
Yeah.
And Joy should have defended her because it makes her look bad.
What are your thoughts on that?
I thought that Joy did defend her. Now, I'm not going to say I get confused about confessionals and in person, but there are some scenes where it's just like I just can't recollect what Joy said to us, the viewers, versus what she said to the ladies.
Yeah.
But from my recollection, Joy has always stood up to say that this is not a throuple situation. Y'all need to stop talking about it. Carmen is just our really good friend. That's it.
That's
Leave
what
it alone.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't know what more Carmen wanted Joy to do. I mean, Joy has to tape around these people. These people already don't like her. She's not going to convince them of anything, to be honest. They have it set in their head how they feel about her and what they think about her.
And truth be told, they got things set in their head of what they think about you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Also, I think it's also your responsibility. If Joy is not going to defend you, you also have to watch how you move. I seen clips where you were saying, and granted, you may have mean it platonically, but it could be perceived differently. You basically like, I would do anything for you. Talking to Clifton, touching his face and things like that. taking pictures and videos on vacation. If you feel like that your reputation is at risk,
why play into it?
Then pull back. It's just that simple. Don't go to those vacations. Be a friend that is normal in the sense of, I'm not gonna be with y'all. I'm not gonna post videos of this woman's husband and take it down. You know what I mean? Like, you could contribute, or you could do as you are as just as accountable to your own reputation as you're trying to put it on somebody else.
Right.
So if you feel like, okay, Joy is not defending me, just trying to play both sides here, then I'm going to do my part. Clifton, this is only going to be now a business friendship. You get what I'm saying? Thank y'all for everything. I don't have nothing against anybody, but I feel like I feel like I'm moving kind of funny.
Yeah, because I mean, for a lot of PR people, they're not in front of the cameras.
No.
They're not, taping content and shooting videos with their clients. No. Like, if you're really PR, be PR and be his friend off camera.
Exactly.
But
it is what it is.
So we see an unseen clip.
Yes.
Production asks Joy if she's happy in general. Yeah. Joy says no. They ask her specifically, is it the marriage, the friendships, or Carmen? She says that she always wanted to be protected. Yeah. She didn't feel protected at Deep Creek. With Carmen on social media, Clifton is still business partners with her and best friends with her. So honestly, no, she's not happy. Joy says that she and Carmen will never be on the same page again.
Yeah.
And Joy is talking about Deep Creek, and she said that it was a lot. No one really said anything in defense of her, and she kept saying that she didn't want to do this, and she was constantly getting hit with stuff and felt that she was facing everything by herself.
Okay.
Carlos asked, would you like Clifton to stop being friends with Carmen? Joy would like Clifton to say to Carmen that she messed up.
Yes.
That, basically, like, you didn't have to say what you said to people who don't like Joy, and she really wanted him to vocalize that. And Carlos asked him, can you do that? Clifton says that he can foster getting their friendship back together. He didn't like the choice of words that Carmen used, and he did think it was wrong.
But this is his first time saying it to us right now on screen, though.
And he's also directing it to Carlos instead of talking to Carmen and saying, I don't like what you did. Carlos asked him to say it to Carmen because Joy is hurting. And basically Clifton says that I did. I didn't feel it. Clifton says that Joy didn't feel protected. Is that reflected on me? And she says yes. He asked, what should I have done differently in Deep Creek? She said, stop the conversation with the intuitive healer. Take me out of there. And Clifton was like, well, you entertain the questions. If I ever ask you to stop doing something, do you listen to me? And she says yes. She says that, look, I'm not trying to place any blame on you. Yeah. And Joy says that she knows that she should have probably stopped the conversation. But it was just a need. Like, she would have liked for him to step up when maybe she wasn't feeling strong enough to or capable of doing that.
Your thoughts, Blair?
My thoughts about that, I get where Joy is coming from, but I think it's kind of like hindsight is 20/20 in a way, because I felt like during those situations she was handling the situations in the way that she wanted to. Now, maybe looking back, she was like, maybe Clifton could have stood up for me in different ways. Yeah. But honestly, I don't know if he could have. And even in her asking him to take her out of situations and do these different things, I don't know if that would have worked, because it seemed like she was very present in doing what she wanted to do in those moments. But that's her relationship. That's how she feels. If he should have done something differently, then hopefully he can do better next time. I don't know. But I don't see it. Yeah. And then when it comes to the Carmen thing, I don't know why Clifton, if him and Carmen, which I think is the wildest thing to think they're best friends because they literally just met. Yeah. But for him to be best friends with somebody and not be able to say, hey, you hurt my partner and it's not cool. Yeah. I really don't understand that.
Facts.
But I have a theory that I think it's because she is working for him. And maybe he's getting a deal with her being PR for him. And it's just an easy situation of, I've got this person who's willing to do this work for me. He doesn't maybe want Joy to do the work because she's dropped the ball in different times or situations and things like that. So he just wants to continue the relationship so that way his business can flourish the way he thinks it's going to. I don't know.
Don't matter to me.
Yeah.
Right? Because at the end of the day, how you gonna win if you ain't right within?
Yeah.
From Queen Lauryn Hill. Meaning that I can have a successful business, but if I ain't right at home, nothing's gonna feel good. Nothing gonna be good anyway.
Right.
To talk about the protection thing, I do think there is some reverse engineering going on, but I don't think Joy is doing it purposely, though.
Yeah.
I think she looked back on the season and she's looking at positions where she's like, okay, I felt this way, this looked this way. You gotta think about it. She went through the Deep Creek thing to where she saw that no one really wanted her there except for Arena family and things like that. They was the outcasts, right? Also, they got a different hotel. They come in, and there was this spiritual person that come, and this person's trying to read Joy down, but wrong about her whole life and things like that. Also, Arena comes and say, hey, I set it up for you and Ashley to come to a resolve. Just come back to the cabin, and I'm going to bring Ashley's out. She comes, and she's sitting in the car for over 30 minutes and things of that nature. Ashley doesn't come out. So there's a lot of times that she probably felt like she was alone. Remember, that time when she was supposed to resolve with Ashley, Clifton had to leave early.
Yeah.
Clifton wasn't there. So I think she's looking at it with like, I really wish my husband had my back. But let me speak from a God perspective, and especially when it comes to protection. When it comes to protection, the way God's view it is, we protect who we believe is weak. You get what I'm saying? So in that moment, it looked like Joy was handling it, to Blair's point. Mm-hmm. So I think to Clifton's point, he's like, you was entertaining the questions. It didn't look like you was breaking down. It didn't look like you wasn't handling it. It didn't look like you was under distress. Maybe my interpretation of it is wrong. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And I can tell, I don't know if Clifton was taking offense to it, but I really think like he's like, I this wasn't my intention to not protect you. You get what I'm saying? And that's when like you saw like a little on the side where Carl was like, I don't think she's blaming you, and she even was like rubbing his leg like, I'm not blaming you. Mm-hmm. But I think Joy went through a lot this season.
She did.
And my problem with Joy is nothing that Joy did, but you gotta understand, you can't let these people break you. You can't let these people like make you sweat and cry and things like that. This season was intentionally, at least this last part of it was, in my opinion, a season to try to get Joy out the paint. You get what I'm saying? To break her. I'm gonna not be friends with her. I'm going to call her husband sassy and all this mean girl. I'm gonna get Black and Sherelle basically to turn on her, and I'm gonna get Winter on my side, and it was just like she was catching
Joy takedown.
She was taking arrows from everywhere just for everybody to look silly.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I think Clifton could have done better. Definitely with the Carmen thing. Yeah. I think she don't feel protected about the Carmen thing. Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of bleeding down.
She's bleeding in with the whole Deep Creek. Yeah. You did not protect her with the Carmen thing, Clifton. Yeah. That's facts. There's no... That's black and white. That's your wife. Mm-hmm. At that, your new wife. You get what I'm saying? This is not even like a relationship to where y'all got decades to like rely on, and then like she could kind of like just throw the back burner. It's still new. Yeah. So I do believe in the whole like you did a bad job, Clifton. You did a bad job, Clifton, in the whole like choosing your wife over Carmen, especially when Carmen blatantly disrespected Joy in that way. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
So Carlos is asking, how is their marriage now? Yeah. Joy and Clifton say that it's really just growing pains.
Normal stuff.
They're in a better space, and they're working on their communication.
Of course.
They're also still learning each other. And Joy individually is also in a better place. Yeah. Carmen says that Joy says that she didn't feel valued, so she apologizes for making Joy feel that way.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I say with those apologies.
No, I need you to apologize for talking about me to people that don't like me. I need you to apologize for snaking me. Like, I need you to apologize for what you did, not how I feel.
That's what I mean when I say she didn't really apologize. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. We found out what to expect from our couples. Mm-hmm. Joy is working on music. Clifton is going to get his pilot license to get over his fear of flying.
That's extreme, but I feel you.
Winter says that she is doing great. She's in a new relationship, and I guess the way she answered the questions, she's being intimate with this new partner. Okay. Great.
I hope you are really happy, Winter.
Yeah. Ashley's book has sold out. Her kids are working. Yeah. Quick's goal is to continue to work on his bond with his family, and he says he really wants to slow down. Okay. I'm just like, then do it.
Okay. I feel you.
Jamie is going to enjoy retirement. He's going to enjoy dating his wife. Irina is adding more styles to her wig collection. And then she gifts Carlos a wig. So we get a little funny moment of Carlos trying the wig on.
Yeah.
Carlos overall would like to see how everyone can move forward. And the season is a wrap.
Hey, let me go back just a little bit to see how everybody doing. Jamie was mighty quiet during this reunion. You know, I granted this reunion was shot months ago. You get what I'm saying? Months ago. But he's been very active on Twitter. Yeah. I thought I would have seen him a little bit more active on the reunion. But really, they didn't say much, if anything at all, during the reunion. Talk about even Irina even. So that kind of makes me question if they can lead a show. Okay. Right?
Well, I mean, they talked during their segments. I didn't feel like they talked out of turn.
Nah, I understand that, but it kind of lets me go like, maybe y'all benefited from a season of really nothing happening. Okay. And it make y'all stand out as if they can anchor a whole show.
And they also seem the most sensible this season.
So that helps. So it kind of like, I need to see more from them next season. Now, let me talk about Ashley, because I tuned in only for like 10 minutes of the live.
Yeah, tell me what happened.
Because I was waiting for Carmen to get in. Okay. So at first it was just her, Winter, and like a DJ. I forgot his name. Forgive me for not knowing your name. So I kept going back and forth, waiting for Carmen to get there. Carmen did get there. And one thing I want Ashley to get through her head, right, is Miss Silva, you keep talking about deleted scenes and basically how production is trying to protect Joy and Clifton. Basically these accusations. You know what I'm saying? She even compared it to the Juan and Robin thing about how, because she said, basically I'm paraphrasing, she said what I did with exposing their wedding and things like that about them being married because they wanted to have a big special about their wedding. They basically wanted Love and Marriage to pay for their wedding, or like they wanted to have a Ready to Love special and have them. But
what does that matter to her?
Right? So she's like, she basically says something across the lines of, so she's hiding that she's married on the show. That's kind of like the way that Juan was married, or was hiding the fact that she was with, like
it's not the same because it's not that pivotal.
It's not that pivotal. So that's what I kept. So that's why I wanted to get in Ashley's head that you keep coming up with these accusations with the whole like production is trying to protect Joy and things of that nature, and they cut out scenes and things like that. She even said she cut out scenes to where Clifton was calling Carmen attractive and things like that. And I just want Ashley to know is that, mind you, we are only reviewing what we saw.
Exactly. And also Clifton did say it on the reunion, I think, when he was asked about Carmen or whatever. He said she's a beautiful woman, and she is. So
she is beautiful. Just because someone acted some way that I don't agree with, I'm not going to be like, okay, she's an ugly person. Like, no, Carmen's a beautiful woman. Right? Yeah. So at the end of the day, Ashley need to get it out her head. Yeah. That y'all don't even know what happened. These are the fake people in the scenes that y'all seen. They cut so many things out.
And why would I sit up here and believe you, Ashley?
But here's the thing. I'm not here trying to play truth telling who's lying. Okay. I'm reviewing what I saw. Exactly. And what I saw was you moon us the whole season. Yeah. Period.
You gave enough footage for them to use.
So like it's not about you ain't see this and you ain't see that, you ain't see that. I saw you call that grown man sassy. Mm-hmm. I saw you call that man out of his name. I seen you act irrational. So it has nothing to do with what I didn't see. There's nothing that I could have saw that would have made me go, oh, maybe this mean that.
Right, because because there's no action somebody else should take to basically pull you off your square, to pull you out of character. That's your character.
No. Also, that's why I'm like, I think Ashley is just doing the temper tantrum. She ain't leaving the show. Okay. Right? She said, Winter said she's not coming back, but who knows? But I don't think Winter's coming back. But Ashley said herself, she said, one day I feel like leaving the show, but then the next day I'm like, this is my show. Okay. I am the HBIC. Right, Carmen? And Carmen's like, yeah, girl. Like, like, yeah, am I lying? Am I better be because I'm telling the truth? Am I lying?
Okay.
Ashley, let me tell you something. For what Carlos is allegedly paying y'all, you can go. Mm-hmm. We really don't need you on this show. Truth be told, I do like your character on the show, but not how you acted out this season.
I would agree. I want Ashley, like how she was first season. And I think, like you said, it's just because of the dynamics. Like Monique was basically the head of the show. Mm-hmm. So we actually got to see Ashley as somebody who was the voice of the audience, mm-hmm. of basically calling out the BS. Mm-hmm. And that's what we liked. But for her to be the showrunner and in a way bullying somebody and picking at somebody and, like you said, acting irrational in some ways, it's just like not a good look. So I just think Ashley just needs to go back to the drawing board, and hopefully she can take some criticism, just a little bit, just so she can operate a little bit differently. She can't.
And the problem with that is I think she's a narcissist. Okay. And when it comes to that, she don't really see how she contributed to the problem.
Okay.
And then I'm always skeptical of people who always be quick to call someone else fake. Because they're not like you. Mm-hmm. I feel like, Ashley, you could have done better throughout the whole season. This season, whatever season, I'll give this season a failure.
Okay.
Right? And if this is your show, Ashley, you are the reason why this season failed. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Because she said it's her show. So I'm like, and most of the time, it was because of how you was acting. You was trying to isolate. You was trying to build scenes. You was trying to do all these other things. So, maybe next season, I think you'll be back. You ain't giving up that check. I think you just have your little temper tantrum. You just want to yell out into the wind about how you're real and these are fake people and you don't want to shoot with these fake people and you don't need this and all these things of that nature and it's all cute now, but you be back. You get what I'm saying? And you be talking about the same thing about you want Quick to stop working as much. You gonna be bullying somebody new. Probably she be bullying Carmen. Who knows?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she is under the assumption that production wanted to protect Joy. And I'm like, stop it.
Yeah.
Truth be told, we can do without Joy and Clifton. Mm-hmm. So I don't even understand like that whole accusation. That's just not taking accountability. You tried your best to break this girl, to break that couple, and to draw a wedge between the cast and that person.
Yeah.
It didn't work. And now because it didn't work, you want to lash out and say it's fake and talk about deleted scenes in which we're not reviewing.
Yeah. And we're not talking about what we didn't see. We're not relying on your accounts.
No.
of the actual season. Like the show was the show. Mm-hmm. We saw what we saw. You did what you did, and we're talking about it.
That's all it is.
That's all.
That's all it is. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Listen, man, y'all did a good job watching this show. Everybody who partaked in it, y'all did a good job partaking in the show. Everybody who got their pink slips, don't come back to my show. You get what I'm saying? And hopefully next season we will see y'all. We are reviewing other shows. Hop on any other playlist. We are doing Love During Lockup, right?
That's a good one, y'all.
We are doing Martha's Vineyard. We are doing Never Ever Mets. We are doing a lot of shows. The Circle. We are doing I think that's all of them. We need to have more shows.
Yeah.
But y'all straight enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Y'all be good.
Bye.